Welcome to Gig Stories. Uh, Today's special guest is my friend Eric Johanson. I've known him for a long time. We met on the Blues Cruise and just playing all around the blues circuit. And he's a good friend of mine. He just came out with a new record, and I'm sure he's got some good gig stories for us. So please welcome Eric Johanson.
Hey, it's good to be here. Right on. So I just launch into it, huh?
I mean, yeah, dive on in.
All right. Well, man, I guess I can tell you the story of how I met my lady, because I met her at a gig. And so I was on the road with a band up in northern Wisconsin, playing at this big place called the Big Top up in Bayfield, Wisconsin, and it's a big outdoor tent type of thing during the summer. And it was kind of I was playing with the Zydeco band at the time. I won't mention any names because I don't want to.
No, you can talk about bands. Everybody talks about bands in here. Whatever you come.
Well, it's not that. There's no underbelly to it. So yeah, it was with Terrence Simeon. But anyway, so I just I'm playing guitar and just kind of looking out through the crowd, and there's this girl in the front row, pink dress. She's kind of smiling, and I'm kind of just trying to act like I'm just being cool, looking around, and catch her eye every now and then and smile and stuff. And then after the show, had to try to kind of figure out how I was gonna try to nonchalantly make myself available to see if she was wanting to talk to me, because that's always that's just the kind of passive type of move that I guess I would tend to make, is just to make myself available and see if someone talks.
However you do it, man.
But yeah, so I just kind of went and hovered around by the merch area, just to act like I was looking at my phone and whatever. And she said, "Hey, guitar player," and started asking her about the town and that sort of thing, and what there was to do. And there's nothing to do there because there's nothing going on. Everybody lives out in the sticks pretty much.
Cheese. They do a lot of cheese up there.
Yeah. So decided that maybe if I went to the only place I could find in town that was open, maybe I could text her and she'd come meet me and some of the guys from the band over there. And went to this place. It was like a hotel bar. It was one of the only places still open after the show. And turned out she worked there, but was now off of work and didn't want to go back to her place of work, after she was off. So kind of tried to, encourage her to come out. She didn't. The next day we played a kids show, which was one of the interesting highlights of playing in that band, is that we did kids shows in the morning, in addition to adult shows. So we had this morning kids show where we kind of, he would talk about Zydeco music and stuff like that, and we'd play about 5 songs over the course of an hour, and the rest of the time you just kind of look around at these kids and think about how it's way too early in the morning or whatever. Sometimes it'd be in a gymnasium or something. I think this was probably not super early in the morning because it was outdoors and it was on a weekend.
Cool,
But anyway, so I was thinking, man, I guess that's it. I guess I kept kind of thinking, damn, maybe I should have said something different, or I should have tried something that was, I should have tried to rope her in to come in. Yeah. And I was just like, I guess that's it. And then we got done with that show, and I'm just kind of starting to pack things up. And, the sound guy that was with us, he's like, "Oh, she's here. She's over there." And here she comes walking up, and she, introduced herself again, and she ended up taking me around and showing me all the sights of Bayfield, Wisconsin. And we thankfully were staying in town another night that night. And I kept trying to get her to go get a drink or something like that. She'd ordered a milkshake, and I kind of was like, man, I'm not working my, like this is not, I'm not really, none of my charms are working here. But we had like a good conversation and we laughed and, really kind of just hit it off hanging out. And we ended up leaving town the next day. And we just kind of kept messaging and talking back and forth. And that went on for about a month or so. And I ended up going back up to Wisconsin just to see her. So, and then we are still together now 6 years later.
Yeah.
So might be on the sappier end of gig story, but figured I could share that one with you.
So far in the history of gig stories, that is our sweetest gig story. That's very sweet.
Well, awesome.
Hey, I'm Damon, and this is Gig Stories from Fowler's Garage. If you like the content, please hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and a share.